I'm Elena Bondar. I'm a Feltmaker from Finland.
Hello, I'm Chris Stafford, and this is Art, the podcast where we get to know women from around the world of visual arts. This is Season 2, Episode 18. My guest this week is the Russian-born Feltmaker Elena Bondar, who has established a second career as an artist in her adopted country of Finland. Elena taught herself the art of wool and felt making, and since 2010 she has been crafting bespoke wool paintings, infusing them, she says, with the strategic planning, self-reliance and dedication to excellence honed during her athletic career. Elena was born in the Ural Mountains near Ekaterinburg, Russia in 1981, one of two children. She has an older brother, Andrei, to parents Svetlana Moskovsky, a technology engineer, and Yuri Moskovsky, a chemical engineer. She spent a happy childhood, she says, learning crafts from her mother and grandmother before attending the School of Art in Novorossiysk for 8 years. She then turned to sports at the Secondary School for Olympic Reserves in Ekaterinburg as a specialist in physical education and sports from 1999 to 2002. Followed by the Ekaterinburg State Institute of Education for Physical Education Teaching from 2002 to 2007. In addition to music and art school, Elena also participated in sports such as volleyball and track and field. However, it wasn't until she was 16, with encouragement from her new coach, that she started taking sports seriously. Elena subsequently began a professional career as an athlete, which led to becoming the 2009 European Regaining Champion. She also competed in the 2009 World Ski Orienteering Championships in Rizutsi, Japan, and Adventure Racing World Series in South Africa, Portugal, Sweden, and Turkey. After retiring from pro sports, Elena moved to Finland, where she met her partner, Ville Rissanen, and decided to revisit her interest in art. She attended the JEDU Vocational Education Centre, Pippola, from 2015 to 2017, earning a Bachelor of Arts and Crafts degree. And she's currently undergoing specialised vocational education, specialising in industrial arts and design in Jyväskylä. As well as crafting her wool and felt making, Elena teaches art in person and online, both in Finnish and English. She lives in Palonomi, Finland, with her family and 3 dogs. Elena, welcome to the podcast. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I think I found your town. It's kind of in the middle, a little bit to the south, but in the middle.
Yeah, it's quite in the middle. Yeah.
So is it very rural, very countryside?
Yeah, it's really. So our neighbors are maybe 1 kilometer away from us. So I'm living in a forest, really.
Well, do you like that solitude then and the quietness to work?
Yeah, it's really nice because I like to be with my own thoughts, and I like to plan my day as I would like to plan it. So living in the nature, it's a lot of possibility to do it.
Well, I'm so glad I found you on Instagram, of course. I find so many artists on Instagram today, and I was so impressed with the work that you do. And after we chatted last week, I thought how brave of you also to do this interview for us in English, which is not your first language. So, but your English is very good. So thank you.
To be honest, I never expected to make something like this in my life, but I'm here now and I'm happy. Probably our conversation will be interesting and maybe even useful for others.
Yes. Well, certainly to learn about your work, because the detail of your work is extraordinary. It's very, very impressive. So I want to share your story with the world, Elena. And when I found out about your background, because you were in professional sport and very successful in professional sport, you were born in Russia, but you chose to move to Finland. So my main question right there is why you left Russia and why you chose Finland.
It happened suddenly. I didn't plan it really well. So I really had a really great childhood, and I'm so happy that for my childhood, for all that time what I spent in Russia, and so I did a sport, and when I felt that maybe it's enough, maybe I would like to make something else in my life, I get an invitation to have a job in Finland. So I came here and I met my husband. So now I'm here.
Now, where did you learn English?
English I learned in school, but to be honest, it's not really... I didn't use it a lot when I was living in Russia because I was born in the Ural Mountains. So it's like Asia and Europe in the border. And maybe first time I saw foreign people when I was 19 years old. So, it's... And before, I didn't use the language before.
As you mentioned, you were born in the Ural Mountains, which is near Ekaterinburg, which I know has a lot of sports events there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really a lot of.
And your background is all about sports. You have a very, very illustrious career, which I want to talk about, winning ski orienteering competitions, the Roganing competitions, European Championship, the winner in 2009, multi-medalist in European Championships, which is the Roganing, we should explain, is different to orienteering for those who are not familiar with it. In orienteering, I think competitors have to visit control points in a specific order, don't they? Whereas in Roganing, it's in no set order. Is that correct?
Yeah, you are correct. So it's also about the distance. So also in Roganing, we have control points, and we choose by our own which direction you like. Which order you prefer, like you can choose by your own. So the Roganing is a really long competition. It's a 24 hours competition. So we have you have a time to think.
Yeah, you certainly do. And it's very impressive, your record in the sport. So what age were you when you started to be competitive as a child?
Not really from early childhood, because when I was small, I was graduated in a music school and art school and different kinds of I would say different kind of sports, but not really orienteering. And next. Just not nothing serious, I mean. But when I was 16, I met my coach, and he invited me to have a look how it's going, the orienteering, and really I was I fall in love with this kind of sport and start to make start to train really hard. And with all my passion. So after 2 years already, I start to show the first results, and I was taken to junior Russian team, and I competing in how it was, World Cup, World Championship. Yeah, it was in a junior World Championship. So after 2 years.
So obviously skiing and cross-country skiing and skating, those we think of those winter sports when we think of Russia. What other sports would you be playing as a child?
Volleyball and track and field.
So you said you had a very happy childhood. You have one brother who's 8 years older than you. Tell us a little bit about what that childhood looked like. What was it like growing up?
When I'm thinking about my childhood, first, what came to my mind is like a sun shining, and it's warmth and love and a lot of positive feelings, and of course my grandpa and grandma. I spent a lot of time with them, and my grandfather I was really close to him, and he teach me to love nature, teach me to love sport. It wasn't like a sport with him; it was just like fitness, maybe walking and skiing. But the feeling, what you like to love movement, like a movements. Yeah, he teach me to listen the nature sounds and to be in nature, closer to nature.
And that meant animals too, which we see in your work, or your felt making, your wall making, which is just beautiful details of animals. So that has come through clearly, that relationship you had to animals. Did you have any pets of yourself?
Yeah. Actually, when I was small, I had a dog and grew up with this dog. And now I have 3 dogs. I'm a dog person.
You're a dog person, obviously. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, your mother, Svetlana, was a technologist engineer, and your father, Yuri, a chemical engineer.
Yeah.
So what sort of relationship did you have with your parents in terms of the activities that you did with each of them?
I don't know. It feels like my father was always at work when I was small. And with my mother, we did some toys with her. And also some food, maybe.
Yes, some cooking.
Yeah. Cooking, yeah.
And you also did craft. Your mother and your grandmother inspired you with the needlework and taught you basic techniques of sewing and embroidery.
Yeah, one of my grandmother was really talented, and she taught me a lot when I was maybe 6, 8, and 9 years old. In the summertime, I have visited her for a long time, and she teach me really hardly this kind of crafts. Yeah, and I made my first skirt when I was 8 years old. So from this age, I start to make the clothes for myself.
Well, that's very useful. Do you still do that?
Sometimes, not too much in last years, because wool took the whole my time. But yeah, of course, if I need something, if I cannot find it from a shop, I will do it by myself. No.
Now, you studied at the School of Art is it Novorossiysk in Russia?
Yeah. It's near to Yekaterinburg. Yeah.
And you learned certain skills there, obviously, in art school. And you were, for 8 years, I think you studied art. What was interesting you then? Because I know you became the professional athlete, but you obviously had an interest in the art and you learned this. As you were learning the skills. What was it about the art that fascinated you?
Actually, it was I did like a lot of activities when I was small, young. So music, drawing, sculpturing, running, and everything, reading. So maybe the biggest problem for me, it was the less of the time. So I would like to express myself to different kinds of activities, but yeah, I didn't have enough time in the day.
You were a very busy child.
Yeah, it was really.
Did you enjoy school then, Elena? Were you a good student?
Maybe not too good as I would like to show now. Maybe not in school, but when I graduated from a school in a university and also on a secondary school for Olympic Reserve, yeah, I was a good student, really, because the subjects in that places really was so interesting for me, like anatomy and the psychological subjects and every stuff like this. I was really so interested in it, but not really in school.
Did your parents, did they encourage you to go in any particular direction with the art or the sport?
Not really sport. They was really surprised when I told them that I will graduate. I will go to like a secondary school of Olympic Reserve. They was really surprised and shocked, maybe even. But they forced me to go to the music school. Yeah, it was really tough. And for me, it was like you must go there. And yeah, even I sometimes cried and thought, I don't need it. Yeah, but 8 years graduated in it also. And when it was a time to go to art school, my mother just asked me, would you like to try? And I was like, yeah, it's something new. It's really nice to try. And yeah, and I'm really happy for that years. Also, how many years it was? Maybe 7 or 8 years I was graduating in art school. And I'm happy for myself for this reason that when I look backward, yeah, I remember that in my life I met so many really perfect teachers. They're good in their subjects also, and good like a persons, you know. And I learn a lot from my teachers, not only the subjects but also the life. And in the art school, it was a amazing teacher, and she gave me for these years a lot of and I like so much sculpturing, and I liked also drawing. And when I met the first time the wool, I met it in Finland and never before tried felting in Russian. No, and when I felt the material, I immediately fell in love with the felt because I can express from this material, from the wool, all my ambitions, all my passions. I can sculpturing, I can draw, and it feels good.
Well, you must have incredible patience too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. It's painstaking work. It really is very, very labor intensive and obviously takes a long time. I want to talk more about that in a moment. But when you mention the music, I'm curious what instruments you played and if you still play.
Piano. Yeah, piano. Yeah.
Do you still play?
Sometimes, but not really too much as I would like to. Because, the last years, I was like, maybe too much in work, maybe. And I don't have an balance. We told preview that to have a balance in a life is really good, but I need to tell maybe I don't have now this kind of balance in my life. So maybe I would like to play more or make something, but not really.
But right now it's work. And of course you have 2 children and a partner. So there's all the family life as well.
And also the partner has 2 daughters too. Yeah. So I have 4. Yeah.
And you were telling me that most of your work is commissions. So there's also then that imperative of time. You have a deadline, I presume, or do you tell your clients that it takes as long as it takes?
It's good that a customer take a make an order as early as it's possible, because I need it really depends how many weeks I like. Depends of the work, depends of the how busy I am at this time, because I can make some brooch, some really small thing, or I can make a sculpture like a 1-to-1, like a real donkey, for example. Of course, I cannot calculate the time, but it's good that customer can, if they have some day or birthday on some correct day when they would like to have, so they come to me a bit earlier, so I can put the orders in a list and make the orders without any rush.
So with having a sporting background as you have, how do you incorporate that in your art? And how does that inform your art or help your art, the experience that you have from sports?
It's a good question, because in first years when I start to make art, I was thinking that for sportsmen, it's not allowed to be an artist. Yeah. Firstly, I'm struggling with this thoughts that how can I be artist if I'm sportsman? And I try to find my place in this world and try to, maybe to prove this world that I deserve to be. And after years, I realized that my sports background, it really helps me in this art career, because I can plan my work. I can really make it with all my confidence. And so also because I was sportsman, I used to trust the stuff what I'm using during the sports. So I really love to have items like stuff what I'm using. It should be with a good high quality. So I need to trust them when I'm doing sport. The same, like thoughts moved to art life. And when I do my art, I really try to make items with a good quality, and I force to make as good as I can. So
I'm curious, with all your friends who were athletes competing with you, are they surprised at what you're doing now as an artist?
Not really, because they knew I was planning to go to architect university after school, but my coach had another opinion. So I graduated from Olympic school, secondary school of Olympic Reserve. Yeah. So but they knew that I'm an artist too inside of my soul. And also I have drawn, always like a pencil with me in a paper and try to impress my thoughts.
Don't go away. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. And I'm back with my guest, the Feltmaker and wool artist, Elena Bondar. Do you paint with paints as well as with wool? Do you have time for any other artistic medium?
So not really last years, but I used to draw with oil and acrylic and pencil and such different kind of also ceramics and stuff like this. But I'm lucky because I can really, using this wool, felting wool, I can combine the whole this kind of artistic, how to say,
all of those artistic skills.
Using my wool.
Where do you get all your wool, and what type of wool is it?
I'm using a different kind of wool from around the world, because I'm not only drawing my painting using wool, I also making sometimes clothes and boots and some stuff for interiors and like interior designers and So I used to have a different kind of type of wool.
Which animals would you get the wool?
Most of all, of course, from sheep wool. I use the sheep wools. Also, during these years, I try to make felt different kind of animals, and like rabbits and cats and even horses, but it's not good experience, but horses also. And of course, dogs. And really, I used a lot of dogs' hairs from customers when I making paintings and also sculptures. I'm using in this work the customers like a custom dog's hairs. Yeah.
You're doing different sizes. I've seen some of your sizes getting bigger and bigger. What is the biggest you've ever done of the animals?
Maybe the biggest animal, it was a donkey. It was like a real size donkey. Yeah. Maybe a bit, 1 meter higher, a bit. I don't remember, maybe 110, something like this. So, and also the dog sculpture, it was, I did last year. And also it was a really big dog, something half of me. Yeah.
Did the children want to just play with these?
With this dog?
Well, with all of the things that you make, the sculptures, the animal sculptures, I'm wondering if children just want to steal them and play with them.
I always tell that this is not like a toy because the sculpture is a piece of art, and of course it's not so durable as it should be maybe for playing. But of course, if customer would like to have the toy for the children, of course I can make it, but it's a different technique. Yeah, and I did actually a lot of toys also, because wool is a self-cleaning material. Wool is antibacterial material. It's really it has so much good stuff.
Yes, yeah, it's organic and eco-friendly.
Yeah. And even when long time ago, when child after giving a birth, child was putting in a I would say the sheep.
Sheep, yes.
Because it's antibacterial too. Yeah. Even it's dirty, but it's, yeah.
I'm wondering where the teaching comes in then.
I keep a classes in face-to-face classes and also online school. So maybe first my online course I built 6 years ago, and it started to grow and grow and grow and grow. And also I realized that really the online education, it's perfect also for felting and for like a craftsman's because when you come to class face to face, of course it's good because you can feel the teacher, can have this energy and also see how the hands moving and everything. It has a own good stuff when you face to face with the teacher, but also when you keeping like when you're studying in an online school, so you can run the video different so many times that as you need. So, and also you can always come like a back to the preview material and refresh it. And it's I'm happy for my students because they really learn a lot and they moved forward, and a lot of them selling their own art, and I'm happy for this. And I'm this kind teacher that I'm not keeping the secrets from my students. I'm like open for them, and yeah.
So are you teaching in Finnish then?
I used to keep my classes in Finnish, yeah. And I also have a book, Drawing with Wool in Finnish. After 5 years, I realized that maybe I need to make my own online classes in English too, because people ask me about the possibility to learn. And I did in last summer, I did my ebook, Drawing with Wool in English. And also 1 month ago, I started my online courses in English too.
So just remind me, Elena, where did you learn to do this wool art, this felt making? Was it in Russia in art school or only when you got to Finland?
I didn't know about felting when I was living in Russia, nothing. So it's a funny story. My love to felting into wool starts from a heart. My son gave me, he made the heart from felt the heart in a school, and he gave it to me. So I told it, Mother, it's for you. And I was wondering what kind of material it is, and I start immediately try to figure it out. And what's this? I was so interested and start to learn. Hopefully, So at that time I was pregnant, and I had a time. I was waiting my daughter. I had a time to learn, and I was really I was immediately taking the opportunity that wool provides me. So learn. I make it testing and try different ways and different stuff. And at that time, it was 2010. Yeah. It was so less of information in the internet. So maybe the whole stuff what I learned by myself, because maybe because my parents are engineers and I learned from them that I need to figure it out by my own and try different ways and see how it works and make testes. Yeah.
So your partner, Ville, is he artistic at all? What does he do for a living?
He was a guide, snowmobile guide, adventure guide. Yeah, when we met. He's not artistic, but he's really good with his own hands. He's builder too, and he can build from a wood and different kinds of hard materials. I'm a soft and smallest things and with the details, but he's figuring out with the biggest shapes and yeah.
Yeah. So there's a good combination because he can build the house, right, and the structure, and you can furnish it.
Actually, he helped me with the metal construction with for this dog and donkey. He made it with a metal wire. He hits it. Put.
And your children, Ilya,
he's
studying now, and Katya is 14.
At school. Yeah.
At school is 14. Are either of them artistic in any way? Do they watch what you do and have an interest?
Katya, really, when he was smaller, he was near to me all the time and learned a lot. And my students, when they came to my classes, they were wondering that they was making the whole day some drawing, and Katya came just for the half an hour, and he did the same as the woman was making, and there was mouth open watching her. It's like, what's possible? She's so small. But maybe because now she's like this kind of age that not too much interesting in the art. Let's see how it will be in the future.
And are they interested in sport?
Not really too much, but some, maybe somehow. But she's 14 now. I started my sports career when I was 16. So we have a time. We still have a time.
That could come, absolutely. So now that you've built your business in felt making and wood paintings and also the sculptures, is there anything else that you can imagine that you would build this out to be? Are there other art forms? Is it a bigger studio? Is it selling in more places? What do you see as your future as an artist, or what you would like it to be, Elena?
Good question. I'm thinking about it really a lot of during the last maybe 2 years. So I have a really great place, my studio, near to my house here in the forest. So I'm keeping my classes also here, and I have everything what I need as an artist in here in my studio, and it's a perfect. It works, and also the surrounding nature around. Oh, it's really so amazing. But yeah, but maybe last year I made some kind of mistake. Maybe I was trying to, as I told previously, trying to force maybe too much to be an artist, and with all my ambitions, maybe I took it too seriously, and I put my all energy into creating paintings, and I wanted to prove to everyone that I deserve to be recognized an artist, and maybe somehow famous.
Well, you're also very brave. I've watched the video you sent me of you doing different sports, so you're pretty fearless as well. I'm wondering if you have any ambitions to try any other sports when you have time.
Actually, I play, but I still compete in orienteering, but not to without any goals. It's like a habit. It's like just for fun. I put the whole my attention to art career, and maybe maybe it's too much, because I don't know, something was broken in last year, and I did not have as much results as I would want to have. So I tried to. So I had an exhibition in 2023 that I prepared for 6 months. As feedback was really positive. People, I tried to put the whole my passion in these paintings and all this like a saris, yeah, and people was really impressed and saying that my art was like refreshing for their souls, but unfortunately there wasn't sales. And when you're making so long and so hard and without sales, the situation significantly affected like my financial stability. So first, I was deeply disappointed in myself, my abilities, in also what's not so good in the world also. And I felt like the world didn't accept me. I thought I needed to be even better. I need to make better. I need to push. I was actually thankful that I was able to step back and realize that one exhibition doesn't define my worth, and also I understood that I had too tight my identity too closely to being an artist. I've forgotten that time that I'm not just an artist, I'm a human being, and also I consist of many different aspects, and being an artist is just like one part of who I am. And as a result, I was able to separate myself from the role of being solely an artist, and I found the strength within myself to restore my like a mental and a physical balance. I tried to be in a balance, and I started to rest more. Again, meditate, because I have meditate when I was a sportsman, and start again. And I once again felt the world's love and acceptance. So maybe my goals in this time is try to be more passionate to myself, be more like healing myself, maybe. And of course, I would like to have a really big projects, and I really would like express myself in the art, visibility, of course, but maybe I'm a bit more relaxed in this time, because above all preview experience, and I want to be happy. I want to be peaceful, and rediscover the joy and pleasure in life. I feel that this state is not related to achievements and goals that distract me from the present moment. So yes, I want to live vibrant and eventful life every day without postponing life for the future.
And what is your parents' reaction to you becoming such a successful artist? Are they surprised?
Maybe not, because my mother, she is an engineer, but she really loved to draw. And when I was small, I just once saw her drawing, pencil drawing. I was really surprised, like, who did it? My mother told that she was drawing. She drew it really many years ago, before I was born. But now she's not drawing because she at work all the time. She don't have a time for it. I was so sad for this. And when I start my art career, my mother started to draw. And now, when she have a time, she really draw, and she draw oil, with oil, yeah. Yeah, paint, oil, yeah.
So like mother, like daughter.
Yeah.
Well, it obviously is something that comes very natural to you. You're a very talented artist, and I love the work that you're doing. So I want to wish you the very best of luck with all that you're planning to do with your artwork, Elena, and thank you for taking the time to come on the podcast and share your story with the world.
Thank you so much. And I'm a dreamer, and I believe that all changes will lead us to better outcome. So I believe in the potential, my potential, of humanity potential, and also I believe the happy future awaiting us. So if we can open our hearts after all our dramas and be guided by love, so I believe we can go over the whole this like a troubles, but we get like a preview life and be happy. So I try to find my place in this world, and and I really would like that everybody who is listening us will be a bit happy. And also I suggest to go outside in the nature, because nature is healing us. And if during the day you have a lot of thoughts in the head, and it's like all the time, goes around and feels like it's brain spoiling. So when you go step out and look in the nature, the trees, the grass, if you have a grass, we have a snow, but also the white snow. And it's healing us, and why we are not using it. For this purpose. So if you don't have nature near to you, I know in the city it's not so easy to find, but also you can watch the pictures and paintings. Why not paintings with the nature and be a bit more happy?
That's lovely. Well, thank you so much, Elena.
Thank you.
And if you scroll down the show notes in your podcast app, you'll find a link to Elena's website and also to her Instagram account. And you'll also find a link to our Instagram account too. That's the AART Podcast with 2 A's. And I hope you'll share on social media and also leave your comments, questions and suggestions for guests. We always love to hear from you. As always, you can reach us via email if you prefer. That's hollowellstudios@gmail.com. My thanks again to my guest, Elena Bondar, and to you for listening. I'll be back next week when my guest will be the fine artist Michelle Usibelli, so I do hope you'll join me then.